What's up, YouTube? My name is Jaden, and in today's YouTube video, I will be sharing the 10 factors of success-proven principles that have been effective in predicting success and achieving success. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a follow, or sorry, a thumbs up. No, make sure to leave a subscribe button. Drop a subscribe button, click that thumbs up, and turn on the notifications. So one of the first factors, or one of the first principles that leads to success, or leads to achieving success, is going to be grit. So having passion with long-term goals and being persistent, not giving up even when times get very, very rough, because times are going to get very, very rough, especially if you're going for long-term goals or you're trying to achieve something very big. It's going to get hard. Times are going to get harder and you're going to feel like giving up. But the goal is to not give up. The goal is to continue to put effort and continue to grow and grow and grow until you reach your goal. You just have to stick to one thing, or stick to do all these other things. If you are not persistent and you give up first try, or something comes along the way and you have a rough patch, you can't give up. You have to keep going. When a rocket is trying to reach the moon, it needs momentum. It doesn't stop halfway and say, "Oh, I'm tired. Oh, it's too hard right now. Oh, but something just happened. But I want a vacation. I want to take a break." It does not say any of those things. You need to be persistent. You need to have consistency every single day. I don't care what you're doing, whether it's a sport, whether you're trying to make music, trying to make videos. It doesn't matter. You need to be consistent. Even if you make videos every single day, or you do something every single day, even if you don't think it's good enough, post it. Get it out there. Do something. You need to be persistent. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to repeat this, but consistency is key. Because when you're persistent and you don't even have to have you want passion, obviously, because if if you're working for like a company or whatever, and you have a job and you hate your job and it's not something that you like to do, you're gonna hate your life. You're gonna go to work every single day and say, "Oh, I hate my life," because you have a job that you don't enjoy. But I mean, the point of working isn't to enjoy it. It's to provide for your family. It's not like, you think people who work in coal mines enjoy that? People who have to struggle on the streets and they have to find ways to make money to support their families, you think they enjoy doing that? No, I'm sure they much rather be doing something else. I'm sure they much would rather have a better job, but they do it anyways because they have to do it so they can provide for their families. It's not just about you. It's about your family. Think about your family members. Think about how much success you can obtain and how much you can do for your family if you reach your goals and you do what you're supposed to do. The second factor that leads to success, or has been proven to support success, is going to be self-discipline. Because without self-discipline, you don't have anything. If you can't tell yourself, get up in the morning, get up, go to work, take a shower, brush your teeth, go to bed early. If you can't control yourself, what can you control? Because you obviously can't. Everything else is external. You can't control, how your boss or how someone feels about you. You can't control that. People are gonna hate you. You can't control that. People aren't gonna like you. You're gonna come across people in the world who aren't gonna like you, who are gonna talk behind your back. You can't control that. But what you can control is yourself. You can control how you react to people, what you do with your life, what career you choose to pursue. You can control how much money you're making. If you want to go work at McDonald's, fine. So self-discipline is to be able to tell yourself, get up, do something today. Don't be a loser. Go to the gym, work out, eat healthy. It's so important. You don't understand how important it is. Think about Elon Musk, for example. Elon Musk is one of the most successful, richest people on earth. And you know why? Because he has self-discipline. He's at least putting up 80-hour work weeks. He's working so much, way more than anyone. And that's how you reach success, is you beat out the competition. Someone's working 40 hours, you work 60. Or you take the extra mile, you work 80 hours. You're going to have to cut out sleep. You can't work and sleep. You're going to have to cut out sleep. You're going to have to work more. Especially if you have a more busy schedule, it's going to be more difficult. If you're working a job, you're going to have to maneuver your calendar to try and and your schedule to try to figure out when you can do certain stuff and how you can do it, how you can incorporate, a workout one day, and then, this next day, what time am I going to go to the gym this day? Or what am I going to eat today? What am I going to eat tomorrow? You have to figure it out. Consistency is key. When am I going to post this video? When am I going to write a new song? How long is this going to take? Consistency, persistent, not giving up, being strong-minded, not letting people get in your head. It all goes into it. I'm sure a lot of people doubted Elon Musk. He's a genius. But one of the key factors that led him to his success is his self-discipline. Because not a lot of people can sit in a chair for hours and hours on end and work. Not a lot of people can do that. I'm serious. The attention span these days is so short. People cannot even watch a 10-minute video without scrolling. Have you ever seen those videos on YouTube or those shorts on TikTok or whatever, and they literally have like games in the background and like stuff to stimulate people's brains because people can't pay attention. Like there's talking in the background, and then people are just looking at the screen on the very top of a car, like racing or something. People seriously cannot pay attention, and it's scary. It's scary where we're leading. It's scary where the world's going right now. All of you we all need to lock in. There's no more wasting time. You need self-discipline, grit. Another factor that leads into success is going to be motivation, an intrinsic motivation. Because you can be disciplined, but are you motivated? That's the other way around. You have to be disciplined. Forget motivation. You're not going to always be motivated. You're not going to always feel like getting up in the morning and going to work out. You're not going to always feel like going to school one day or going to work, whatever you're doing. You're not going to always feel like doing something like that. That's the truth. You're not going to always feel up to it, but you have to do it anyways. It's so important. It is so important. So a good example of the intrinsic motivation would be Marie Curie, because she was driven for the passion of science, and she was curious. She wanted to pursue that. She wasn't doing it for the external rewards like money. She was pursuing that for herself because she was curious, because she wanted to pursue it. Not so she could get a fancy car, not so she could have a bigger house. That's not the point. That is not the point. She was devoted. It didn't matter. She faced a lot of obstacles, but she kept going because she was curious, because she wanted to pursue science. And she ended up winning the Nobel Prize. So please do not follow something for external rewards. Do it because it's your passion. Do it because you want to help people, or do it for your family. But the main point is to not do something for external rewards, but yet for fulfillment. Okay? So the fourth factor that obviously leads to success is going to be goal setting, because without having your goal set in place, you can't get anywhere. And on top of goal setting, you need to have things planned out. So you have a goal, and now you need to know how you're going to get there. What do you need to get there? How can you get there? Do you have enough money to get there? What are you going to do to get there? You can have goals in place, but do you know, or do you have a detailed plan on how you're going to get there? That's the number one thing, other than goals. Because you can have goals, but if you're not planned or prepared, you're not going to reach your goals. Think about Oprah Winfrey. As a kid, she dreamed of being a famous talk show host, or a successful one, as a child. And she set goals for herself, long-term goals, so that she was able to achieve that. And now she's one of the most successful talk show hosts out there. So it's not just about having goals. Everyone has goals, but you need a plan. That is the number one thing you want to have, as a plan. Okay. So the fifth factor that leads to success, or aims towards success, is obviously going to be growth mindset. And I know you're probably saying, Jaden, bro, shut up. I've heard this so many times. And trust me, so have I. I've heard people ramble on and on to me about have a growth mindset. You can achieve anything that you want to achieve if you work hard enough, blah, 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 blah. They just go on and on and on and on about it. But to my surprise, it's actually true. Because if you are motivated enough to the point where you're like, I can do whatever I put my mind to. It doesn't matter what anyone says. Even if I fail, I can still succeed. I can still get better at something. I can still achieve it no matter what anybody says, no matter any challenge I face. I can do it. And that's the mindset you need to incorporate right now. Because if you are trying to achieve a goal or you're trying to do something and you're like, oh, I quit, I can't do it. First try, you're not going to achieve anything. You need to continue, be persistent, and even if you feel like you're going to fail, even if you don't believe that you're going to make it, you have to convince yourself. That's the point, is you have to convince yourself that you're going to make it, even if you don't feel like you're going to make it. And this applies to whatever you're doing. You need to have a growth mindset. You need to be that person in the room who believes in themselves and who believes they can do anything that they put their minds to. You have to. Whatever it is. For example, math. I'm not very good at math, and I admit that. I hate math, and I'm sure a lot of you do too. Maybe some of you are good at it. Good for you. But me personally, I hate math. But what I've noticed is that when I apply myself and I actually try, and when I say try, I don't mean just give it your best shot, and if you fail, that's okay. No, think of failure as not even an option. Think of winning and succeeding as the only option. Train your mind to think of success as the only option, so that when you're going into things, you're gonna think, oh, I got this, or you're gonna think, oh, I have to pull this off. Because when you don't have a safety net, that's what motivates you. A lot of people in the world have these safety nets. They have their parents, they have family, friends who are willing to back them up even if they fail. But when you don't have a safety net, when you don't have someone behind your back trying to hold you up or saying, I got you, it's okay if you fail, you're going to be motivated because you're going to think to yourself, I can't fail. I have to pull this. I have to succeed no matter what. I have to pull this. It's so necessary to the point where I can't even sleep because I have to pull it off. That's the type of thinking you have to incorporate into yourself. And that's the truth. You can't have a loser's mindset. A loser's mindset is, oh, I can't do it. Oh, I quit. Whatever. I'm going to be a loser anyways. Who cares? That's a loser's mindset. That's what you don't want to do, is convince yourself that you're a loser, because you're not a loser. All of you who are watching this, you're valuable. All of you can reach success. All of you can do great things. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. It doesn't matter your ethnic background. You can do it. You see all these successful people around you doing it. So why aren't you doing it? Why are you scared to make a move? Why are you scared to do it? Just do it. And then even, let's say, with some crazy thought, even if you don't make it, but don't even think about that. Say, I'm going to make it. What are you talking about, Jaden? I'm going to make it. Even if you don't make it. Don't let people convince you that you're not going to make it. Don't let someone say, well, what if you don't make it? Don't. I can't hear you. Do not listen to people who are trying to kill your dreams. Don't do it. I've been around so many people who love to kill dreams. They just love it. When they see someone who's passionate about something, or they see someone who wants to do something with their life, they love to kill it because they're miserable, because they don't have goals or dreams, because someone killed their dream. Don't be that person who talks down to other people, and don't be the person to let people kill your dreams. So now let's get into the sixth factor for success. So the sixth factor that obviously leads to success, I keep saying obviously, who cares? So the sixth factor that leads to success or aims towards success is obviously going to be resilience. So even when you have setbacks, you continue to go. You continue to grow, and you continue to learn. You continue to be passionate for it, or whatever it is. You continue to aim towards your goal, and you keep going. You don't quit. You don't stop halfway. You don't take breaks. You keep going. The only time that you should be able to rest is when you're at the top. That's when you can rest. When your success is already guaranteed. When you're up there on the top, and when you have what you need to have, and you're where you need to be, that's when you can rest. But even then, why would you want to rest? Why wouldn't you want to continue to grow your empire? It's about continuing to move even when there's challenges coming towards you. Even when things get super hard, you have to be able to adapt, be resilient, be adaptable. Be adaptable to your environment. Be adaptable to people around you. You have to learn to read rooms, learn to face challenges, and learn to move around the curves. You can do it. You just have to be resilient, You have to be devoted, dedicated, and you have to be smart. No, screw that. You don't need to. You don't need to. You could be one of the dumbest people. You could be so stupid, but if you just stay consistent and you continue to move towards your goals and you have some sort of plan, you can do it. You don't need to be the smartest person on the planet to succeed or reach your goals. That's the truth. There's people out there just like you, or out here in the world, who are probably have an IQ under 100 and they've reached all their goals. They're successful. It's not about how smart you are. It's about your consistency. How consistent? How much do you want it? Because there's someone out there who wants the same thing as you. So you're gonna let them beat it. You're gonna let them beat you to it. Don't let the other person beat you. When you're doing something, whatever it is, when you're trying to get a better physique, you're trying to get a better job, whatever it is, there's someone out there who wants it just like you. So you have to want it more. You have to want it more than them. You have to say, nah, I'm gonna win. That's mine. Mine for the taking. You can't give up on setbacks. You're gonna have a lot of them. That's the truth. You're gonna have a lot of setbacks. You need to be resilient, and you need to. You don't have to be smart, but you need to try your best to think smart. You need to try your best to put your brain to your goals, to be motivated and to know what you're doing. So the seventh factor that leads to success or aims towards success is obviously going to be emotional intelligence. Being able to understand how people are feeling at the moment, being able to understand other people's perspectives, being able to grow your relationships and, not purge them by being unemotionally intelligent. So that's one of the main things that you need to be able to have is emotional intelligence, being able to understand how to say things, when to say things, understand how other people are feeling at the moment, being able to read people by just analyzing them. That's a very important skill, is being able to understand how people are feeling at the moment by analyzing them, or being able to understand other people's perspectives, understand where they're coming from, so you can better your relationships, so you can, support your arguments, and so you can come across as a more understanding person. So that's one of the main things that you'd want to work on is emotional intelligence. And that doesn't just focus on business. That focus on your personal life, on how you're able to talk to people, how you're able to make friends, how you're able to support your relationship with your girlfriend or your wife or your whatever. It's important to be emotionally intelligent, and not just emotionally, but you need to know what you're saying, how you're saying things, so you don't tick people off or so you don't say the wrong thing. Okay? So the eighth factor that leads to success or aims towards success is obviously going to be optimism. Being able to be positive even through negative situations. Even if your business fails at first, even if you have a bunch of setbacks, being able to stay motivated, stay disciplined, and have a positive outlook on it. Because that can be hard sometimes. Think about it. If you have a failing business and you've been trying over and over and you keep failing, you're not going to feel very good. You're going to be like, well, damn, bro, what the fuck? Like, come on. But you have to stay positive. Even if you don't stay positive, just stay disciplined, stay consistent, continue to go and continue to move forward. You don't have to be optimistic. You just have to be disciplined enough to stay on track. Because if you decide to not be disciplined and you decide to take a break, or you decide to have just let the setback get to you, someone's going to move ahead of you. Think about that. Every time you want to be lazy, every time you want to take a break, or you feel bad about yourself, so you're not going to continue to move on, someone's going to move ahead of you. Someone's going to cut in front of you and you're going to lose your spot. So you have to, even if you don't have optimism and you don't feel, you're not positive about things, it's still good to have some sort of optimism so that you're able to move through things with a positive mindset. Seriously, you need to have optimism. And if you don't, be well disciplined. So the ninth factor that leads to success or aims towards success is obviously going to be your cognitive ability. So your ability to solve problems, your ability to think critically. So in order to improve this, you're going to need to get smarter. Somehow, I don't care which way you learn things. I don't care how you learn things. You just have to get smarter. You need to figure out a way, whether it's reading books, whatever it is, YouTube videos, figure out a way to get smarter. and cut out all the other distractions. Delete all the games. Throw away all that shit. Focus on getting smarter. Read through dictionaries. Read new words. Make yourself smarter. Because in the end, all you really have is yourself. Yourself and your body. That's all you have. If you didn't have money, you didn't have a house, car, you would have yourself. You would have your physical attributes. You would have how smart you are. That's for you to keep. That's all you have. You can't control yourself. If you can't help yourself out and you can't dedicate yourself to getting smarter and learning new things, what are you going to do? Are you just never going to get smart? Are you never going to learn new things? You should at least try to learn one new thing every single day. One new thing. At least try and teach yourself something. Teach yourself different skills. Teach yourself things. If you don't want to be sitting in a classroom, if you don't want someone to tell you what to do, and if you don't want to work a 9 to 5, teach yourself things. Teach yourself life skills. Whatever it is. How to repair a car. How to switch out a tire. How to cook. What are you going to do if you're... Well, I don't care. Let's say the world goes to shit, right? And there's no more restaurants, no more fast food, no more people driving over here to give you your food to get your food for you. Let's say your parents are dead, all family, friends, all dead. It's just you in the world. What are you gonna do if you don't know how to cook? You're like, oh, I'll find a cookbook. But okay, that's actually pretty smart. You guys should be thanking me because that would be the first thing you should do is find a cookbook. If you don't know how to cook anything, if you don't know how to start an oven, just find it somewhere. But the main point is to be able to do these things without having to read a book. Being able to instantly say, oh, I can do that. Oh, you need this done? Okay, fine. Oh, I can cook. I can do that. I know how to do that. That is the number one thing that you should be focusing on, is improving your skill set and finding ways to improve your cognitive ability. Because that's going to get you a long way. If you're smart, if you know how to solve problems, if you know how to think critically and think fast, think critically but fast, you're going to go to a lot of places. People are going to want you around them because they're going to be, damn, he's smart. He knows how to solve problems very quickly. Oh, wow, he can solve that. How does he know how to do that? People love that. People eat that up. When you know how to do all these different things. So trust me, cognitive ability is important. So don't be a dumbass. You have to do something. Now, the 10th factor that's proven to lead to success or aims towards success is going to be social support. But I know a lot of you, or maybe some of you, don't have, you guys don't have that. You guys don't have that safety net, and that's okay. You don't need people backing you up all the time. But if you don't have family, fine. If you don't have mom or dad, okay, I understand. Or maybe I don't understand. Maybe I don't know who's watching this. I don't know your situation. I can only hope that you do well in life. So I'm not going to assume or say I know everything, because I don't. But one thing you should try and aim towards, if you don't have family, if you don't have any of the support, you should try and cultivate friendships with good people. People who are willing to work with you, people who are willing to encourage you to be a better person. Because if you think about this, if you hang around a bunch of losers, you're going to be a loser. If you hang around a bunch of winners, you're going to be a winner. You are the 5 people you hang around with the most. That is the truth. You can't change that. You are the 5 people you hang around the most. So if you hang around a bunch of smokers, you're going to be a smoker. And if not, they're going to influence you somehow. You're going to be lazy. You're going to be sitting somewhere. Even if you're not the one smoking. You have to hang around courageous, brave, people who are willing to do stuff with their life. Don't hang around losers. That's the number one thing. Do not hang around losers. I don't care how old you are. Don't be around losers. Be around creative people, people who have ideas, people who have dreams, people who plan for their dreams. Not just people with dreams, but people who actually take action. And that'll motivate you and encourage you to do as well as they're doing, or maybe even better. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope I can encourage you to use these 10 factors to make your life better and to scale up, whether it's financially, whether it's with your relationships, whatever it is. But the main point is to stay consistent, stay disciplined. You don't have to have motivation. You just need to be disciplined enough to do the things to accomplish the things that you need to do. Okay? So get out there and do it now. I don't know how many times I can say it. You have to do something, and you have to do it now. Times are not getting easier. So I really hope that you paid attention and these 10 factors can help you out. And if you want, you can even do more research. You can do it, research yourself and look up ways to become successful. What are the main factors of becoming successful? That's how you figure it out. So I wish you luck, and drop a like, subscribe, and turn on those notification buttons, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!